Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show. I'm Jay.
I'm Crack.
And before we get going, I just wanted to bring something to attention. So, every week, as of the last 3 weeks, I've partnered with an organization for kids with social anxiety. And for every listen and viewer that we gather within the last, on average, for the last couple weeks, um, some of some of the entertainment you get out of this also gets shared with those kids, and somehow it helps them. And so uh, today I actually brought a photo of one that I'm very close with in the organization. His name's Little Jeremy, uh, and this is him.
Okay.
So, so that's Little Jeremy, and he struggles with social anxiety. And like I said, every view and listen that we get on our show contributes to their entertainment and helps with their social anxiety in ways that does. Um, but yeah, it's a real and true organization, and it's powerful, and it's doing a lot. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate it, and little Jeremy appreciates it. And every week I'll get with the organization, and if y'all want to see more photos, I'll show you some. But it's a great bunch of kids. Little Jeremy, we call him little long leg freckle face Jeremy. Um, he's a great kid, and we appreciate you guys. So
Never met him.
today, Crack's gonna make his way one of these weeks. We've been kind of busy, but today I have a where's the oh today I have a Truly lemonade. What do you got?
Yellow Miller.
Yellow Miller.
Yep.
Classic.
Oh yeah. We're boring now. We've become boring. We're old.
Look,
We're withering away.
Like we mentioned before,
We're
just
stuck in our ways.
just send us some recommendations
No, or don't.
or don't.
I like my old ways.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I do too. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You been working with any other organizations lately, or just me?
Are you an organization? I'm
No.
confused.
The organization
Oh,
I've been
you
working with.
have-
You didn't even ask me the name of that organization.
You didn't tell everybody. I figured you would since you were talking so highly of them.
It's an organization called Fuck Social Anxiety for the kids. I
FSA.
forgot that part.
FSA. Yeah, I've heard of
FSA.
it. Yep.
For the kids.
That's nice.
Actually, speaking of social anxiety, this is a dark turn, but something interesting that I discovered today. This was a news headline. I don't. If you have iPhones, you probably have news headlines pop up every now and then, whether they be political or not. And you may have seen this one today. I don't know if we all get the same headlines, but it's like the Apple News or whatever. It was a headline. This is actually really interesting and maybe a breakthrough in this. A mother was charged with manslaughter today for her son. Her son was an active shooter for a school shooting, killed 4 kids and injured 7. The mother got charged with manslaughter for her son's actions.
Yeah, maybe she allowed
Now
him access to the gun.
the son also got life in prison without parole. But the mother was held accountable for the son's actions. I'm gonna try not to get political here, but it might
It's
seem
gonna
that way.
happen.
That might be the solution to gun control. Like, I don't think we need to ban guns and do this and all this extravagant shit. That's never gonna happen. Sorry to tell you. Maybe holding parents accountable for their kids' stupid ass actions is the answer. Maybe people will take more seriously buying their kids weapons. And because I read the article, The parents bought their son a gun, right? The gun that he used to shoot the school up. And they said, "Oh, he never acted weird. Oh, he was just worried about his future after high school. Oh, he was just nervous about school, but he didn't act different than everybody else." That's what they said, right? I call bullshit, first of all. I want to point something out when it comes to mental health. Because they charged her, they said they should have addressed his mental health needs rather than buying him a gun that he then used to shoot at the school. But, they said, well, he only uses the gun at the shooting range and this and that, and his dad locks it away. And she said it was the dad's responsibility to keep the gun locked away so he couldn't use it.
Look
So
at
now
that.
we're throwing the dad under the bus like Adam and Eve all over again.
Yeah,
Um,
that's beautiful.
but that was in the article. But that might be the solution. That might be the breakthrough. That holding these parents accountable for their kids' horrendous actions might be the solution to taking mental health and guns a little more seriously. I don't know. It's hard to keep up with all the school shootings today, but it was interesting. What's interesting is this is something I thought about. So, in terms of mental health, and I'm no professional, I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, this and that. I don't have a degree in mental health, but I am a medical professional who has studied mental health and mental illness to an extent,
Yes.
and I have a broad understanding of it, and I have personal experiences with working with patients and things like that. But anyways, when it comes to depression, right, usually it's hard to tell if someone is depressed to the point of suicidal. Some people are a lot more open about their depression, but most people aren't. A lot of people will mask their depression, and some will be suicidal, and you have no idea until it's already too late, right? When it comes to sociopaths and psychopaths, there's usually no hiding it, right? There's always some sort of undertone or some sort of mannerism or something they're doing that is a little more off than you're used to. Like, I think it's bullshit when these school shooter kids, their parents are like, they didn't act any out of the norm. Really? They didn't do one thing that was weird. And you know what? And I hate to judge a book by its cover. I Googled the kid's mugshot, right? And the court photos. I took one look at that kid and I said, that motherfucker's a school shooter. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but obviously you shouldn't judge someone's appearance on them being a school shooter or not. But like, just the photo I saw of the kid, I was like, there is absolutely something wrong with this kid. And there was. But like, the parents are in denial. They try to act like there was nothing weird about their kid, right? I call bullshit on that. And like, it's one thing if you're depressed and you're hiding it, but it's really hard to hide being a sociopath and a psychopath. There's lots of telltale signs. If you don't know what you're looking for, maybe. But like, your boy Jay does, right? And your boy Crack probably does. And it's just like, they tend to be more manipulative. They tend to have, maybe they're socially awkward. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're very opposite of socially awkward, and they're very manipulative, or they're compulsive liars, and or they just got weird social tendencies, or so they might. Usually, if someone's sociopathic or psychopathic, and you probably don't bump into a whole lot of them in your personal life, but if you do, they probably say something, and you're just like, could you repeat that? Like, that's probably the kind of interactions you're gonna have with them. Like, there's not a whole lot of hiding it, is my point. That's not a tendency or a mental illness that you can really cover up, especially whenever you start killing people. But what do you think? What are you thinking over there?
I don't know, man. You never know what the parents are like either. So
Yeah.
they might have been just as crazy. They
Encouraging,
might have
yeah.
been abusive. They might have been everything else. So whatever.
But see, they acted
Yeah.
like in the article they were saying that they had no idea what his intentions would be with the gun. I have a feeling that their son, and I don't know, but I have a feeling that their son expressed his interest in guns, probably vocalized it more than once, maybe said a few off the wall things, and the parents were just like, ha, 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 boys will be boys, and then bought him a gun and said, only at the shooting range. And then the dad took him to the shooting range. He had a lot of fun at the shooting range.
Maybe the dad didn't even take him to the
Or
shooting
the
range.
dad
Maybe
didn't
he
take him to the
drove
shooting
himself.
range. Yeah, and that just did not scratch the itch, obviously. But I don't know. There's usually something, and I
Not
feel
to
like
get
that right there
political.
was particularly a sign. Like, it's not often that you bump into 15-year-old boys who are obsessed with guns, like, to that extent. I don't know.
Well, not to get political, and I'm tired of talking about political things. There's also a very simple solution for a majority of this shit. School doors locked, because 95% of the time, it's not like the kid sitting in class whips a gun out. It's like they walk to the school with a gun.
Yeah. Well,
And
you need to do
start
security
lighting
checks
people up.
walking into school.
Locked door, super easy. An armed security guard at every school.
Yeah.
They don't have to get paid that much. 99.9% of the time, all they're going to do is sit around.
It could be a local police officer that's standing duty at the school for his.
There's so
for the
many
day.
easy things. You could also, I know for a fact, I never saw, okay, so I'm not going to out anybody here, but I know
and
for...
listen, as we get into this, please argue with us. Like, not argue with us, but like, if our
Yeah, go ahead.
solution sounds skewed, tell us what you do differently. Tell us, and we will talk about it. Tell us. Reach out. Go ahead.
You could also, and I know for a fact, I'm not outing anybody or anything like that, but I know teachers at our school, when we were in high school especially, multiple teachers at that school had guns on their person at all times.
Yeah.
Nobody ever felt unsafe. The teachers never flashed it. They never talked about it. But I know for 100% fact that some of those teachers up there had guns.
Yeah.
It's not hard to train teachers and people who work at the school and get them a concealed carry license, and nobody at the school ever has to know that these people are carrying these guns besides the administration people. I know very few teachers who are going to whip out a gun and start shooting kids, so I don't really think you have to worry about that. And if it's concealed carry, the gun should be on the person at all times, so kids shouldn't be able to get to it.
And if they do, womp womp. I'm just playing. I'm joking. Just kidding.
You're coming out with some bad jokes.
Anyways,
But that's just how I personally feel about it. I think there's very simple solutions, and I just think everybody who thinks like ban guns, like y'all are just stupid, because people who want guns are still going to get them. Bad people are still going to get them. Bad things are still going to happen. There's too many.
there's too much money invested in gun trade.
Oh, there's too much. There's too many guns in this country now to just think that you're going to find all of them and get rid of them, and you're never going to see another gun in this country.
Yeah.
Plus, I also don't like the fact that the government having guns and me not.
Yeah.
Because fuck that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That ain't happening, brother.
I mean, firearm trade, I might be wrong, but I believe firearm trade is more profitable than the drug trade right now, if not equal. And it may be close. It's something. It's a lot. And
I
it's
just want
never gonna
everybody to
change
know,
because
too.
the government regulates that too, whether you believe it or not. But what's up?
My last thing. Everybody's also talking about assault rifles. Pistols are used much more in school shootings than assault rifles
Yeah, pistol
are.
was used in this
And
case.
also,
That's
assault
all.
rifles aren't used at all in school shootings, because an assault rifle is an automatic weapon, and y'all are calling for the ban of something that's already banned.
Yeah.
Because nobody seems to know the definition of an assault rifle. They just hear somebody else chanting it, so they start chanting it. Y'all are just thinking of a gun. You can get a hunting rifle, because people mostly think of AR-15s when they think about this stuff. You can get a hunting rifle with an extended clip or whatever else that's a semi-automatic rifle, just like an AR-15. A little bit harder to fire, a little bit more kick,
Yeah.
but same concept. Assault rifles are not legal in the country. That's an automatic rifle.
Right.
It's just stupid. But off of that,
Well, nobody takes the time to. Nobody's creative.
well, everybody just starts screaming now. We've already talked about this. Everybody just sees somebody else saying something, and they're like, "No, sheep."
I like sheep. I like
Bang.
wolves.
That's all I hear, brother. Bang.
Yeah.
Bang.
Bah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? Bah. Huh? Did you hear what they said? Bah. All right.
That shit's crazy.
Yeah. That's how it is. That's the world we live in. But anyways, 3Cs. What we got today? What you cook up today?
I ain't cooked a fucking thing up. Don't tell the people, but I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Look,
let's do some country music
everyone
stars.
listening.
Let's do some old school country music stars. R.I.P. Toby Keith. Beer for the horses, brother. He
And
died.
anybody-
He died.
No, what?
Yeah, Toby Keith died
When?
early this morning, I think.
Today?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Toby Keith died.
Of
He's
what?
Like 62. Don't know. Didn't read that deep into it.
Oh my God! I gotta go tell my grandma.
Yeah, Toby Keith died. So we'll give a little extra beer to our horses tonight.
Who's next? George Strait.
Don't say that. He's on the list.
Oh God! First they got JFK. Now they got Toby Keith.
Yeah. So let's just do older country music stars, alive or dead. George Strait, Toby Keith. Let me think of an older. He's not that old. He's not as old. Nah, he might be in the range of like Toby Keith. Garth Brooks.
Okay. No, Garth Brooks. Garth Brooks probably Toby Keith range. Courtesing. Garth Brooks. He's an exciting fella. All right. I've been to a few of his shows, and he's got a lot of energy, and I like that. So, coitus. I'm gonna castrate George Strait. I'm a George Strait hater, people. Hate me or love me, I'm a George Strait hater. I think he's overrated. I never really appreciated his music, to be honest with you. I know he's the king of country. I don't vibe with it. It ain't for me.
All right.
I'm more of a Glenn Campbell kind of guy. That's the king of country to me. I just like Western, really. And then obviously I'm gonna cuddle Toby Keith because that's just sad. I didn't know he was dead. That makes me sad. I didn't know that. Isn't he the one that did the song think about you, think about me, think about all of that? Isn't that him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That grew up on that song.
Yeah, he's got some good ones. He's got some bangers.
Damn.
Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
Damn, dude. I did not realize.
Put a boot in your ass.
Instead, I got a
Stay
headline
American
about a
way.
mom that was convicted for her son's killing.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I
You
didn't know
hear
anything
shit
about Toby
Toby
Keith.
That's nuts.
God, I care about that way more. I'm kidding.
Coitus and Toby Keith, give him one last ride.
The sunset, brother.
I gotta cuddle Garth Brooks. I guess I'm gonna have to castrate George Strait because Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks, man.
Yeah, Colin Baton Rouge.
Yep.
Ah,
I like some Garth Brooks.
golly, that's my national anthem right there. Go Tigers!
There's a lot of celebrity deaths that obviously occur. I mean, people die.
You
and when they're celebrity,
died too, huh? I'm dead ass. I swear. Have you really not heard about that?
no, bro.
The one that played Apollo Creed on Rocky. I can't remember
Yes,
his damn
dude.
name. Yeah, he died.
Yeah, I know that.
What you mean? You're acting.
It wasn't recent, was it?
It was like less than a week ago.
I thought he died a longer time ago.
See,
I was already
exactly.
prepared for that one.
Exactly.
Because I thought he was
ain't
already
that
dead.
fucking old. He wasn't that old.
Yeah, but how many celebrities are that old when they die?
A lot of them. I think a lot of them are that old
They
when
got
they
a whole
die.
club for ones that aren't.
Yeah, dude, and they be drinking kids' blood. They be drinking the baby's blood.
Well, there's a lot of celebrity deaths that have happened, obviously. And, I mean, like I said, people die, and you just hear about it more when it's someone that's famous, obviously, for obvious reasons. But there was one celebrity death that really got me. Like, there had been a lot of celebrity deaths that got me, but this one particular celebrity death actually almost ruined my whole day.
Jim
like-
Carrey?
No.
Don't look at me like that.
Jim Carrey's not dead.
Yes, he is.
Fuck you. Dude,
I'm dead ass. Did you
I will
not know
walk
Jim
out of the
Carrey-
room right now.
Did you
if
not know
that's
Jim
true.
Carrey died?
Our phone's dead. I can't Google it.
He died
You're-
almost a
you're
year ago.
No, he didn't.
I'm not lying. Are you joking? You
You're
don't know about
bullshitting.
No, I'm not.
Don't screw with me, dude. Jim
I'm not
Carrey is
screwing
like
with you.
my
Jim
hero,
Carrey is
man.
dead.
Don't mess with me.
I'm not.
I love Jim Carrey.
He's dead. You loved Jim
Google
Carrey.
it right now. I have to see it. Google it right now. Google it.
Okay.
What is
Let me
sad
turn
though?
my volume down.
His girlfriend did die, and he had to carry her casket. You saw that? That was sad. Keanu Reeves had to do the same thing.
I finally watched John Wick 4 the other day.
It's pretty good.
It's all right. Anna kind of ruined it for me
Oh,
because she didn't know what the fuck was going on. She was like, "Is this it?" And I was
She
like,
watched
"This is
the others?"
I was like, "This is the pin." No,
oh,
she wouldn't watch them. She wouldn't watch them.
Why did
But
you
I had it turned on. I didn't make her watch anything. I don't make her do shit. I was sitting in the living room watching it.
See, masculine. I'm starting to sweat right now. Because this will top the one I was fixing to say. What did you Google? Jim Carrey dead or not, dumbass?
Jim Carrey's not dead.
Yeah, I know that. Anyways, the one death that did get me though, this one actually made me like I didn't cry or shit, but like it hit me. It was heavy. Kobe Bryant's death. That shit fucked me up. Like that death actually got me because he was I mean, there's a lot of decent celebrities as far as I know. You know, they hadn't had all their shit exposed yet, but Kobe Bryant was just a genuine dude. And it was really sad seeing like all the other athletes and the famous people who like talked about him and their experiences with him after he passed away and how emotional they got. Like it was real. Did you see Michael Jordan's whole spiel on him? Because he got to play with Michael Jordan a little bit in his early years
I
in the
didn't
NBA.
see much of it. No.
He cried a bunch. He got the tears. Talking about Kobe Bryant, and then Kobe Bryant's wife went up on stage, and she started telling about how Kobe Bryant and his dad used to sit in the nosebleeds, and Kobe Bryant does all the things that he does, and he has the mentality that he has because of his hero, who he used to go sit in the nosebleeds and watch every game day. And then she turned around and looked back, and Michael Jordan was standing behind her. And Michael Jordan was just like, damn. That was pretty emotional. And then Jimmy Fallon had a little spill on stage. He like canceled all of his showings that night, and he just had an episode on stage, just him by himself, talking about all of his memories with Kobe Bryant. That was pretty emotional. But I really liked Kobe Bryant, and I remember whenever that was one of the most shocking deaths to me. Probably just because of how
It happened.
it happened
Yeah.
too. That's probably what got me the most, and the fact that his daughter was with him as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to get real heavy and emotional, especially if this really
Yeah.
hits you. But yeah, that was a hard one. Was there any celebrity deaths that got you like that?
No.
No,
I
not even
don't-
Robin Williams.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
I don't know them from Adam, bro. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean,
it doesn't affect me very
yeah,
much.
I mean, it didn't like I
And I also personally, if you know them, that's different.
Yeah.
But I can't stand.
but people might look up to the person. You know what
They
I mean?
might, but they never knew this person. They don't know anything about this person's life. Majority of the time, they see them acting or doing something that's not even themselves,
Yeah,
or playing a sport. Like all you've ever seen them do is, and maybe some interviews,
Yeah.
but you don't have any connection with that person. Why would you put yourself in emotional distress over somebody you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even know?
yeah. I don't think.
It just blows my mind that people, and it's like they try to make it about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get what
well,
I mean? Like they try to make it very
that's exactly. You know
like
what?
boo hoo,
You know what?
poor me.
You know who Anthony Jeselnik is? You have to, because I talk about him all the time.
Maybe.
Comedian. They call him the Dark Prince of Comedy. He's hilarious. Go check him out if you hadn't.
Apparently he's dark.
He's yeah, not in pigment.
That's
He-
not what I meant. I meant humor. But thanks for clarifying.
God, he has a special that you can actually listen to the entirety of on Spotify called Thoughts and Prayers, and he put this in the funniest and best way I've ever heard. He was saying he hates when people say thoughts and prayers because all they're doing is they're going on social media. Your thoughts and prayers, they mean nothing. They mean absolutely nothing. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are or who you think you are to somebody. Your thoughts and prayers comment on social media mean absolutely nothing. And that's not to say you physically going up to the person that maybe loved the person who passed away and going up to them and saying, I'm sorry for your loss and like give them a hug and this and that. That's a whole lot different. But going on social media and saying thoughts and prayers, my prayers go out to the family,
I've got so much.
means absolutely nothing.
Nobody
And
cares.
Nobody cares. And
Doesn't help anybody get through anything.
Anthony Jeselnik puts it the best way. He said, I hate when people say thoughts and prayers because it means absolutely nothing. All you're doing is going on social media and going, don't forget about me today.
Yeah.
Don't forget about little old me. I'm still here. Don't forget I'm here today. Don't forget I exist. That's all you're doing. And don't deny it because it's exactly what you're doing. What did you think was going to happen? You putting thoughts and prayers on there. You thought that the person who lost their loved one was going to see it and go, oh, this makes up for everything. I don't even care that they're dead anymore. That you're doing nothing. Nothing. Go ahead.
I hate when it's real close family members that do it on each other's posts too.
Yeah.
Like your child posts something, and I've seen so many people do this. Like your child posts something sad, and instead of ringing your child up or, texting them individually or something like that, you comment on there just to show that you're there.
Yeah.
Like that's your fucking kid.
That's all it is.
Like that's your.
Why do you have to go on social media for everyone to see? You can individually, you can privately message that person.
I hate
but
social
instead,
media, dude.
You put it on a platform that everyone can see.
Yeah.
Just so you know that they're there and they exist and that you're an attention whore.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, social media is just absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
And
It's a gift and a curse.
I've stopped commenting on anybody's stuff. Stupid unless it's valuable information,
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to post about, like, my dogs went missing last week. I'm not going to post, like, boo-hoo, poor me. I'll post on there and say, hey, if anybody's seen this, animal, please let me know. But I'm not going to go on there and be like, boo-hoo, poor me. This is so sad.
Yeah, pity me.
Like, I
pity
hate
me.
that shit. It's
Well, because in the
stupid.
grand
All
scheme
it
of
is
things,
attention for
no
nothing.
offense to you either, because that's tough. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But only people that really know you give a shit. You know what I mean?
And they're already going to
Nobody
know
else
without me
gives a
posting on
shit.
social
Right.
media. Yeah, it's idiotic. I think social
Here's the
media
thing.
is stupid and it just ruins us.
And we don't
Only
mean
thing I
that to
post
sound
on
like
there now is like pictures so that
Yeah.
I don't lose them.
right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
99.9% of the time. That's
I don't think
all
there's
I'm
anything
doing.
wing with you posting on social media
Nah,
either. It's just
most of the
like,
time it's meaningless, stupid
Yeah.
shit, and asking for attention.
yeah.
That's all it is.
If you're posting things on social media, don't expect anyone to care. That's the point I'm trying to make because, and I'm not. We're not trying to sound like dicks. It's just the fact of the matter, or the fact of humans and everyone that doesn't know you that well is generally people don't care. Like if you're posting something with the intention of thinking that someone's going to care or it's going to make a difference in someone's day, it's not.
I saw
No one
something
cares
earlier.
about the inspirational quote that you discovered today. No one cares about the heartwarming controversial, and I'm a Christian saying this. No one cares about the Bible verse you pulled out of Ecclesiastes yesterday that you just discovered all of a sudden that just changed your life. No one cares, okay? They can go to church on their own. Like, you're not changing anyone's life with the stuff you're posting. So if you're posting with the intent that you're thinking that you're making a difference in somebody's day or something, you're not. That's that. I don't mean that offensively or mean or anything. I'm just trying to let you know that maybe you should start trying to post without the intention of anyone caring. Think about it.
I've got a rant to go on.
Go for it.
This will be my pet peeve of the day.
Go for it.
This is for you ladies, all right?
Ladies, we love you.
Yeah.
We do. Keep
But
listening
God,
to us. If you
some of
do
y'all-
listen to us.
Some of y'all, oh my God.
Some of y'all.
Dude, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about too, because we know plenty of people who do it. You got a boyfriend, fiance, husband, right? Whatever. And it can be the other way around, but men can't post like this, so it doesn't really apply to us. being on vacation or something, especially in the summertime, okay?
Okay.
At the beach, minimal clothes. You know, you can post
I
like
know where you're going with this.
you don't know where I'm going with this.
I think I do.
You can post a collage now, like on Instagram. That's the
Yeah.
most popular app I would say at this point for people our age is Instagram.
Yeah.
The first picture that just seems like it pops up more often than not for women on vacation at the beach is a picture with their ass out. And then you swipe and look at the next one, and then they're with their boyfriend or their husband or fiance.
I knew that's where you're going.
Dude, it pisses me off so bad. Like, how shallow are you? You care more about people hitting that stupid ass like button. So you post the picture of your fucking body hanging out for everybody to see before you post the picture with your significant other who probably paid for the trip.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. It pisses me off. And that was probably the most sexist thing I was going to say. But
You know what?
that pisses me off.
I have a hot take to add to that. To kind of a continuation of that.
Can't wait.
And before I say it real quick, the whole comment I made about people posting things and nobody caring, that applies to us too. All right. We don't post this podcast with the intention that it's going to change anyone's life or that anyone's going to give a shit. We realize that, right? Like, we post because we like doing this and we like shooting the shit and we like just having these like these are just daily conversations that we have already. And if you get entertainment out of it, great. Great. We love that you guys listen. We love that you guys reach out, but we're not posting this with the intent for you to legitimately give a shit or learn something. Like, it's just pure entertainment. And if you don't find it entertaining, then it's not for you, and that's cool. Whatever.
This is just a memoir
It's just-
for my future children to see
Right.
after I'm dead.
But clip it, chat. Do not scroll past this because this will be a clip. Hot take. If you're in a relationship, when it comes to clubbing, there should not be a lot of enticing. There should not be a lot of interest in clubs anymore.
Not without your partner.
Without your partner when you're in a relationship, I don't see the point. Because I know for me as a single person, and I think most single people might agree. I'm not going to speak for every single person, but when I go to a club, I'm there with the intention of drinking and hanging out, but also with the possibility of finding a significant other, not always in the most significant instance, but like meeting people of the opposite sex or getting the attention of the opposite sex. That's usually the goal of the club. If you would rather go somewhere or go to a club without your partner, that seems a little weird to me. I'm not a real insecure person. Like, if I trust you, then it's whatever. But
I hate that people try to say that, add that into
Right,
this
say you're
conversation because it's
insecure.
stupid. The insecurity thing,
Yeah.
that's just stupid. It's a respect thing, is what it is.
I believe it's a respect thing. Like, I think that if you're serious about the person that you're with, and that you really care about that person, then you'd rather not be anywhere without them. I think that anywhere you went, you would want your partner to be there if you truly care. That's how I feel, and I think that's how most people who are intimate and loyal and care about people, that's how they feel too. But like, if you disagree, you might not really care about your significant other. Think about that. I don't know.
And everybody likes their bro time.
And that's what I'm saying.
Girl
That's not to
time,
say you don't get girls.
but there's
not-
5,000 other things, probably more than 5,000.
Yeah.
There's 5,000 other things that you can go do besides go stay out till 2 or 3 in the morning
Yeah.
at a club with all your friends getting absolutely obliterated.
Don't get me wrong. You need your personal time. Everybody in a relationship needs space. I'm not trying to breathe up your neck 24/7 or you breathe up mine. I like my personal time. I like my alone time. I really appreciate my alone time. That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying we got to be glued to the hip. I'm just saying it's kind of a respect deal. If you're going out where there's other men who are obviously going to be attracted to you, especially if you're a beautiful woman, men are going to approach you. I think it's a respect deal. I don't think you would have any reason to want to go out without your man.
And this
doesn't
goes
make
the
any
same
sense
for
to me.
men, too.
Yeah, and this goes the same for men too. Same exact concept applies. Men, There's no reason for you to go out and not want your woman to be with you. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. You're going out saying, I would rather go out and have other women look at me without my woman around is what it feel like you're saying. That's like there shouldn't be any reason for you to do that. But yeah. That's all I got on that. But
I completely agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a weird thing to me. Like I'm not saying we can't go to the club. We can go to the club together.
Yep.
Let's do it. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
But a lot of the excitement for going to the club, I feel like comes more from single people going and looking for a hookup or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so if you're choosing to go to the club without your significant other, men or woman, I feel like it's kind of a respect deal. There's a lot, and that doesn't just apply to the club. It applies to a lot of things, like
And just stay
important
single
aspect
if
of
you want to
relationship.
go
Yeah,
do that kind of
if
thing.
you want to do all that, just stay single.
It's not hard.
Don't choose to be in a significant relationship, like, because I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to keep you from doing what you want to do. If you want to do something that I feel like is disrespecting me, then maybe you shouldn't be with me. That's how I feel. But I feel like if you care about me, then maybe you won't make an effort to be somewhere
like that,
without me.
because restaurants serve alcohol too.
Why,
Just
if you
by the way.
did care, if you did care about me, why would you choose to be surrounded by other men outside of your significant other? Like, why does that matter? You know what I mean? Why do you have to be separate from your significant other in a club setting? And I feel like the only reason that would be is bad intentions. I don't know.
And even
Trust
if you
and
say
respect
there are no
very
bad
important.
intentions,
Yeah, even if you say
people
men
get too drunk.
and
People
women
do stupid things.
can be scumbags and
Yeah.
very enticing and very
Yeah.
manipulative and very say the right things in the right moment. We're not stupid. But yeah, and it's not an insecurity thing. It's not. It has nothing to do with that. I think it's more about a respect
Yep.
end of it.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always felt that way. And I'm not gonna act like a fucking crazy person if you do that. I might just say, I'm not I'd approach it respectfully. I wouldn't just fucking chew your head off and make you feel stupid. I might just say, look, if that's what you want to do,
Then go do it.
then go do it. But
Sayonara.
I don't want to be a part of it.
Yep.
That's it. That's
Yep.
all I'll do.
And if you're putting up with that kind of thing at home, there are billions of people
There
in
are
the world.
Other fish in the sea.
Yeah, that you can go and find somebody who does not do that
Yeah.
to you and cause all kinds of anxiety and
Because
issues.
it's okay to have boundaries. Don't let anyone ever tell you that boundaries aren't cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's got boundaries. Boundaries. Everybody's got batteries.
Everybody's got batteries.
Everybody's got batteries. Social
Yeah.
batteries. Everybody's got values and beliefs that are built into them. And that's just the way it is. Everyone's different. That's the beautiful thing about all of us is we're all different. We're all unique. But
If
yeah,
you want
we all-
somebody who wants to allow you to do that kind of thing or whatever,
Yeah.
or that is
Pursue
mutually agreed upon, whatever, then go find somebody who is okay and puts up with that kind of thing.
But I'm going to warn you, you might find that lifestyle is not as rewarding or worthwhile as you think it is down the line. So
Yep.
take that into heart. Or take that to heart. Consider that. Just think. Just use your head. Just like we always say, just use your head.
Just use your head.
Just use what they gave you. Use that thing for good.
Ah,
But yeah.
any
Little
good
rant-
television
little rant
shows
for me.
lately?
Yeah. Actually,
Don't
you know.
say Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah. Yes. But
No.
that's not what I was gonna say.
We're not talking about that.
I like anime. But I did start watching a new show that just came out. They've been dropping episodes weekly. It's called Solo Leveling. If you like anime, it's great.
Of course, it's
I'm
anime.
enjoying it quite a
Oh,
bit. I just
God.
finished House of Cards. Very disappointing ending. I mentioned that last episode. I'm also what else? Oh, I've started Peaky Blinders.
I started that show, and it's just not one that I could just
It picks
fully
it,
get into.
It picks up later. You got to get farther in it.
Everybody
like
says that, but it
by-
needs to pick up.
No, dude. By the 5th episode, it picks up.
It needs to pick. I think I've watched into the
Really?
5th, and it's an okay show, but it wasn't something I was just like over the moon about.
Dude, they had a line. The main character has a line, and I won't say any names to not spoil anything.
Blinders.
Peaky fucking blinders. No, it's he has a line, and I won't say any names to not spoil anything. But this line was cold as hell, and he said there was a man that they were after, and they were talking about his wife, and and Thomas Shelby, he was like,
You said you weren't gonna drop names.
no, Thomas Shelby's the main character.
Okay.
That's not spoiling anything. He said, I want you to go kill this person. And they're like, well, hey, she's a good woman. She actually taught us when we were younger this and that. And he said, well, if she's a good woman, she'll go to heaven. I was like, God damn, that's cold as hell. I was like, shit, that's a good line.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I love good one-liners from like antagonists and protagonists of shows. I really appreciate a good snappy one-liner. Like in Reacher, I guess that's another show I've been watching.
Yeah.
In Reacher, he always has good one-liners.
I haven't
like,
watched the second season yet.
Well, in the first season, he was approached by those young guys that were trying to beat his ass.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them, right? And they were like, he said something to him, and he said, no, I'm just about to break 3 guys' hands real fast or something like that. And he said, well, there's 4 of us. And he said, well, one of you's got to drive to the hospital. And I was like, God, I like that.
Yeah, it's nice.
But
I love shows like that.
And then they actually follow through with it. I
Yeah.
love that stuff.
Yeah, it's just
Kind of
awesome.
goes back into that masculinity stuff. But like, I don't know. There's something about it. Like I just love to watch somebody kick some ass for good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love watching that. I love people getting their get back. I don't know. There's just a lot of good examples. Like the first John Wick. You brought up John Wick a minute ago. Spoiler alert. If you hadn't watched the first John Wick,
They killed
get
his
over
dog.
it. They killed his dog and they stole his car. All right. And that boy got his get back. And that felt so good to watch him just go and
What a
mow
show.
everybody down. And it doesn't end there. They make a second
And then
and a
that
third and then a fourth.
Yeah.
And he just runs through everybody relentlessly.
Wonderful cast.
Love it.
It's
Love
such
it.
a good show.
That role was built for him. And let's think of another one.
I'm ready for him to come out with a Red Dead Redemption movie.
No, that'd be cool.
Dude, I would.
Yeah.
It has to be 2, though. I don't care as much about 1.
I'll tell you
2
one
is-
of the best get back movies I've seen recently, revenge movies, The Northman. That is a
I watched
man.
that a long time ago.
No. That's not that old. It came out in 2022 or 2021.
You sure about
Positive. It was new, yeah.
What's the other Viking one that they came out with? That is a good movie, and I thought it was similar. I don't think that movie's from 2022.
You can Google it. It's from 2021, I think. But it's relatively new.
I watched it when it came out, I think, and I mean that just feels like forever ago.
It was
I guess.
badass. It was badass. It's called The Northman, and that is a man movie. Let me tell you. If you want to just raise your testosterone levels, go
It came
watch
out in
Northman.
2022.
Yeah.
What movie am I thinking of? That was a Viking
Did you
movie.
not see that
then?
one?
I think I watched
Dude,
this.
that
one.
one's awesome.
That's the one they kill his family and everything.
They kill his dad, and he gets his uncle kills his dad.
Yeah,
That's how the movie starts.
I've watched it.
and he gets his get
that
back.
just feels
buddy.
like so long ago.
He gets his get back. He grows up, and becomes a freaking menace.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, I love that kind of stuff, man. Another really good one. That's an older movie where they get the get back. The one with Russell Crowe, Gladiator. That's a good one.
That's an oldie.
That's an oldie. Gladiator's good. A newer one with Timothy Chalamet. All you Timothy Chalamet fans out there, The King.
Yeah,
You seen it?
I just don't like him.
Well, no,
He's
watch,
not
dude.
that
Hey,
good.
watch The King. It might change your opinion. I swear, dude. He killed that role. Look at The King. He plays like King Henry the fifth or sixth or something. Awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I think I've watched it actually.
What, The King?
Yeah,
It's really
Pretty
good.
sure.
Robert Pattinson's in it. He plays the king of France at the time.
yeah.
It's really
I'm
good.
sorry, I'm looking up our responses too.
Oh yeah, the most recent.
Yeah. Oh, I
Go
thought
for
you
it.
didn't read until
I had read the most recent ones.
so picked this one.
Yeah. What you got?
I love that people just
What was the question?
Okay, number one. Who would win? Votes so far. Uh, Pickle Rick or an army of Mr. Meeseeks. Pickle Rick is up 100%. Next is what's your favorite day of the week and why?
Okay, yeah, I feel like it's a pretty simple question.
Yeah, Saturdays are for the boys. That's
That's
the
fair
first one.
enough.
This next one, MK Ultra was carried out on unknowing civilians, not in a lab or anything. LOL. They would pose as a prostitute and then drug the guy with LSD. Operation Midnight Climax. Look it up. Friday is best day.
Okay, hold on.
At least we
Hold
got.
on.
At least we got Friday is best,
Best
day on
day,
there.
but no why. No why. All right, listen, my man. I want to point something out real quick. You mentioned the way that answer was written, I kind of get a vibe that you were saying that what I was saying was wrong. Is that kind of the vibe you got from that? That I was saying some misinformation in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to point out something. Read the MK Ultra thing again.
MK Ultra was carried out on unknowing civilians, not in a lab or anything. LOL. They laughed out loud after that part.
They laugh. Yeah.
They would pose as a prostitute and then drug the guy with LSD. Operation Midnight Climax. Look it up.
All right. My man, brother, love you. I never mentioned anything about a lab or anything like that when I talked about MK Ultra. Not one time. I actually wasn't specific at all.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Listen to the episode. I edit all the episodes, so I hear them. I never mentioned anything about a lab or anything outside of that. Again, I wasn't that specific about it.
I think this fella.
No, but
just
I
hates
do
us.
appreciate the information. I'll look up the whole Midnight Climax bit. I didn't dive that much into it, but I did not mention anything about a lab or any sort of non-randomized test. I didn't get that specific. So
It does
if
say
you're trying to
study the
correct
effects.
me, my man, love you once again. There was no need because I didn't say that. But I do appreciate the extra information you dropped. I'll look into that, the midnight climax bit, because I am interested. But yeah,
Oh, this is kind of
appreciate you.
wild. Yeah, I mean, this is on here too.
Midnight climax.
Yeah.
Go
Top
for it.
secret mind control program, which CIA agents used hookers to lure unsuspecting Johns from North Beach bars to what they called the pad.
Yeah,
They then dosed the men with LSD and observed the X-rated going-ons through a two-way mirror.
that's
That's
crazy. Isn't it?
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know enough about these operations.
You know, it's really interesting. I was talking to my dad recently, and we were talking about conspiracies. Like we moved into this culture now where there's so many conspiracies surrounding even our government alone, right? And he said even there was a couple conspiracies back in his day, but all of those conspiracies have been proven true now, you know? And there's a lot of them that have to do with the CIA that have been proven true too, interestingly enough. And it's crazy how like we've kind of moved into the society where everything has some sort of conspiracy surrounding it, you know, whether it's been proven or not. But there was so little. Like, think about Watergate with Nixon, right? That's like child's play compared to what's probably actually going on in the government now, you know? Like, that, if it was happening today, probably wouldn't even be grounds for impeachment. Like, that might have just been a slap on the wrist and been like, Nixon. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's nothing compared to the stuff that half of our government gets into today. You know what I mean? It is crazy. Like that's literally child's play compared to half the shit that our government officials get into within the last or have gotten into within the last 30 years. It's nuts. It's nuts. And it's even if you can Google too, you can actually look up conspiracies that were proven true. And I've looked at a few of them. I can't remember like any off the top of my head right now, but I do remember a few pertaining to the CIA. And I remember there was a few that actually proved that some of the assassinations that have taken place in the last 60 years were inside jobs from the government, as you would have guessed, and as some have guessed. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's interesting. But go ahead and look it up. You'll find some interesting things. Some things you may have been thinking we're still a conspiracy, but they've already been true or proven true, and you'd be like, "What?
Oh, we got a random answer too from Not Your Mother's Cookies.
Oh, really? There was
What
a new
should we
response?
bake next? Nothing is off the table. If you got $250,000 for every inch of pee-pee you give away, I'm assuming that means penis. How small your pee-pee gonna be? Mine's gonna
If
be
you wait,
non-existent, and I'm gonna have $125,000.
if you got $250,000 for every
Inch
inch,
of your penis that you gave away. Like how much you would voluntarily give up, and then how big is it going to be afterwards? So essentially, how much money are you
Yeah.
going to have, and how much penis are you
Yeah.
going to have left?
that'd have $1 million.
And no dick.
And no dick left. Yeah,
You didn't have to give it all away.
that's 4 inches.
If you're bad at math, mine was half an inch.
half an inch.
You didn't even listen. You were too worried about what you were going to say. You didn't even hear.
I had
my
to do the
joke.
math.
Yeah, here we go. Just another ignoring Caleb type of day. Any pet peeves you got before we close this episode out?
What time is it?
It is time to get done. I wouldn't lie to you. Or would I? Anyways.
Yeah, I do got a pet peeve. Actually. All right. My pet peeve today is the fact that I have not prepared a pet peeve for you today. And I hate people that don't prepare pet peeves for episodes. And I could just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just killing.
Can't stand it.
I even had a pet peeve. That's sad.
I can't stand it. I have no pet peeve prepared, and I just can't stand that. You know what I mean?
Dirtbag.
Give me 2 seconds. Fine.
3,
I said 2.
2, 1. I just gave you 3 seconds.
Where's the 1.5?
That's not.
Where's the 1.25?
Okay. Let's go. Come on, pet peever.
My pet peeve. You're gonna like this because you're
I
gonna
bet
have
I
a
am.
whole lot to say about this.
Nah, probably
And I'm
not.
saying it
I'm
just
tired.
so I can instigate you into saying something about it.
Go ahead. When
My-
people don't know the rules.
My pet peeve
Yeah, go
is
ahead.
when people want to make up their own rules about games that I've been playing longer than before they were born. That's my
How old
pet
are
peeve.
you? I'm confused.
Older than you, buddy.
Not that much.
Enough.
They have you playing Uno when you were
Yes.
1. You were in diapers over
That
there.
was my trial.
Uno.
That was my trial to see if I was prepared.
And they had
for
you
day
over
to
there
day.
looking there like, okay, Jonathan, here's the rule book.
Damn
You see
government
this
name.
rule right here? Somebody's going to try and cross you one day. And you're
Yeah.
not going to let them.
They said if someone stacks more than one card in a row.
You know what?
Listen.
Nah, go ahead.
They said if someone stacks more than one card in a row, they are a hidden CIA operative that was once a contestant in the game of MK Ultra, and you cannot trust them. That's what I was told.
You know what my pet peeve is? Every time I've gone to someone's house, I've always complied with house rules. When you're playing games at people's houses.
Now you know what?
House
Fuck house
rules.
rules.
You ever
That's a
played beer
stupid.
pong?
Yeah,
I've never played the same game of beer pong at
me
somebody
neither.
else's house.
Never one time
So why is that okay? But
because
Uno,
I don't know the rules to beer pong.
There's not. It's fucking house rules, bro. It's just house rules. It's just a game.
I've never played Uno, and someone said house rules. Never once.
Jay's a sore loser, everybody.
I am very competitive when it comes to games. So if you want to have a
Especially
good,
Uno. Don't
if
play
you
the
wanna
man
have a
in
good
Uno
time
unless you
playing
got
any
the
game
rule
with
book
me.
handy.
if you're not playing by the rules, I'm probably not going to be happy about it.
And he's gonna quit.
Probably. But yeah, that's what I got.
You know what they say about quitters? They tend to spit as well.
Wow, it took a
And that's
real
all-
sexual turn.
That's all for tonight, folks. I'll let you contemplate
Sorry,
that
ladies.
super complex joke.
Love you guys. Listen, again, the responses. All right, keep up with them. And like again, they do not fall off. They don't ever go away. They don't expire.
Respond
Um,
to every one of them.
just
Go
check
through
them
and
out. We
respond
do
to
have a
every
Q&A
episode.
at the end. We don't always have a poll, but we do always have a Q&A because we love reading the Q&As. I could give a shit about the polls. If I see 7 poll responses and no Q&As, come on, just answer the question. If you don't have an answer for the question that I asked, say anything you want. Again, shit on us. We can take it. All right.
That's what I want.
Even
More
if we
than
can't
anything in
take
the
it, just
world.
think about how entertaining it's going to be for us to get pissed off by something you said and have an emotional response to it. Because we do drink on this show, so we might have an emotional response to something you said. Keep that in mind. But we are reading every single thing that you're saying. So come at us. Or don't. Or whatever. Who
Just not
cares?
honest.
Just not honest. And you, my man, love you. You can keep commenting outside of relevance to the question. I don't care. We'll keep reading it. Now, it looked like you did stay somewhat in relevance on that last question. Appreciate it. Love you. But you still didn't give us a why. And I want the why. So I'm expecting the why. All right. So when you listen to this episode, I want you to take your little beans on toast looking ass back over to the question margin and put a Y for me, will you, bud? Love you. Love all of y'all. Appreciate you. And be sure to tune in week after week after week after week after week after week, as Lil Wayne said. What you got?
Nothing. That's all.
Yeah. Love you. As always, see you next week.